Okay, so now I'm going to walk you through a training math test. And this math test has 9 questions, and I'll walk you through how the math test works. Once again, I'm not going to try focusing on answering anything correctly, okay? I'm just showing you how to go about answering the questions. This is a multiple choice. Whichever one you click on, okay, that's your answer. Up here again, like we had before, there's a tutorial, which I wouldn't recommend that you watch because that's basically what I'm giving you now is a tutorial. Again, there's a notepad if you want to take notes. I don't see why you would need to take notes, but you can. Just like before, there's mark for review. So let's say you've answered it and you're like, you know what? I think I'm just going to come back and work on that later some more. And then there's still that other option for strike through. I'll walk you through that one more time. When I click strike through, notice how a box forms around the question, around the answers. Okay, there's a bit of a box. Now I can strike through the ones that I'm pretty sure those aren't the answers. It's either this one or this one. You know, I'm going to decide it's not 12. I'm going to go with 15. But when I click on the D, see how the D doesn't get highlighted? Okay. When you have this box around it, all you can do is add or remove the strike throughs. To get back to answering and changing answers, you have to go outside of the box, click, okay? Now you can change your answers, okay? And you don't need to remove your strike throughs, but you can if you want, okay? By right clicking and doing the strike throughs. But like I said, for the ELA part, for the reading and writing part of the test, try not to use the strike throughs unless you really need to, okay? And again, you can zoom in just like you could for the language arts ones, okay? Let's move on. Next question. This looks like a calculator. It's not a calculator, okay? It wants you to solve the problem. I told you I'm not trying to put in correct answers. I'm just going to say that I think the answer is 123. There's a couple different ways I could enter the numbers 123. I could use my keyboard. 100, 1, 2, 3. Nothing happens. Don't forget you have to click in the box. You can use your keyboard to type in the numbers. If you want to change it, you can use your backspace on your keyboard. Okay. You can also enter the numbers this way. It's not really a calculator. It's just a way to enter numbers. You click on it. You can get rid of them by, okay, clicking the back arrow. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I don't know what this does. Oh, it puts a little space in it. Okay. If you want to, I'm going to get rid of this. If you want to answer something as a fraction, here's your fraction bar button. Click on the fraction. Okay. Let's say I want to make my fraction, my answer is 3/4. Okay, 3 out of 4. I would type 3 up at the top. In order to get 4 down at the bottom, if I type 4 here, it doesn't automatically go down. Okay, hit backspace. You have to click on the bottom part, well, basically the numerator and the denominator. You have to put your 4 in the denominator. Okay, excuse me, and that's how you make your fraction. You can also, if some answers they might want you to. Keep clicking the arrow. If it's 1 3/4, you can also do that. Okay, but I'm not sure if you do those in 3rd grade. I know you do them in 4th grade, but that's how you would enter a fraction, and you can get rid of them by just clicking the backspace. Okay, here's your fraction. We're going to make it 1/4. Okay, so those are fractions. Again, you can mark it for review. Okay. Going to move on to the next question. Here you're going to drag a fraction to a place on the number line. Here's 5/5, which is equal to 1. If you just put it underneath the 1, that's not good enough. It's not going to know that that's what you answered. You actually have to bring the answer above the number line, okay, and then kind of go over the number and it snaps into place, okay. If you have it little too far over. Now I have it between those two. If I let go, see how it went over to this bar? Your answer would, this mark on the number line, your answer would be incorrect. You have to make sure that when you pick it up, you drag it and you drop it exactly, and you just have to click on it to select it and then drop it exactly where you want it to be, like here. See, I wasn't quite right. Click on it, drag it over, okay? So that's how those work. They have to go above the number line, okay? Click next. Here's a question, just like we saw in the English Language Arts. You just select your answers. I'm not, like I said, I'm not paying any attention to what the answers are, okay? I'm just showing you what you can do, okay? There's still a notepad. And I want to point out that the notepad is there there's a separate notepad for each question. So question number 4 has its own own notepad. Question 3 has its own notepad. Okay, so whatever you write here, okay, if you save and close, okay, let's go back. I'm going to look back at number 3. There was a notepad for number 3. I'm going to write this is a notepad, okay, save and close. If I go back up to 4 and I look at my notepad, remember I typed that garbage in, okay? If I go back to number 3 and I look at it, it'll remember each question. It says this is a notepad, which is what I typed in. Each question has its own notepad, okay? Let's see, next. We don't have to worry about saving and pausing. We already talked about that. We did this one. Oh, this is a cool one. Okay, bar graphs. Okay. I'm not even going to look at the question, what they're asking, okay? I'm just going to say to myself, okay, right now, I want to make a bar graph that shows 20 blue pencils and 45 green pencils. All you have to do, it's much easier than Excel, all you have to do is click up here, okay, underneath the 20, whoop, and it makes 20 blue pencils. Click up here, 45 green pencils, okay? You can also get rid of them by clicking up here, gets rid of it. You can also do it do by fives, 5, 10, 15, 20. If I just want to make 15 instead of 20, you can bring your mouse down here, change it to 15, okay? Wherever you click is where the bar will end up, okay? And you can play with that when you take your practice test. So this is actually very, much more simple than Excel. Choose all the shapes that are quadrilaterals. Again, I'm not trying to answer it correctly, but this is the kind of question where there are more than one answer. Okay, you can select more than one. Okay, if you select all of them, that's not going to give you the right answer just because you've got all of the quadrilaterals in there. Okay, so just make sure you put some thought into what you choose. Okay. I'm going to mark this one for review, just for kicks. I'm not quite sure I got all the quadrilaterals there. I'm going to want to look at it later. Next. Okay, this is cool. So here, and again, I'm not worried about the right answers. Here, you're going to be putting the numbers in that you believe go in here. You can't type them in, okay? You have to drag in the number from over here that you think goes there, okay? Again, I'm not even trying to make this the right number, okay? I'm just dragging numbers over, okay? Just dragging them over, all right? So that's how you put, oh, if you want to, now, let's say, oh, you know what? I didn't mean to put 62. I meant to put 26. See, here's delete, add point, connect line. You'll click on delete, okay? See how that turns white? Whichever one you click on is what's going to happen. Right now, delete is highlighted. You'll come down here with your little crosshairs here. You can click on the 2, make it go away. Click on the 6, make it go away. Okay. Now you can go back and make it 26, and they kind of lock into place instead of 62. There's also this option of adding a point. I haven't seen a question yet where they ask you to add a point, but I'll show it just in case you have one. click on add a point, all that does is that when you click on this hand, okay, wherever your hand is and you click on the mouse, it leaves a point. And there might be some question somewhere, I don't know, maybe it's the line graph or something. Okay, again, to get rid of a point, go to delete, bring your crosshairs over it, see how it turns a little white, click, makes it go away, makes it go away, makes it go away. The other feature is there is connect line. You can click on connect line. This will allow you to draw a line. So you'll click to start. Now you don't have to hold any button down on your mouse. You're just dragging your mouse, okay? And whenever you click, that's where your line is, okay? So I'm going to draw a line here to separate these two parts of this shape. I'm going to click here, go down here, click, and I've drawn the line. Now I got this one hanging out here. Let's say I want to get rid of that. Go over, click on delete. See how you got your crosshairs over it? Click, come down, click. Gets rid of it, okay? So that's that kind of question. Let's go to next. I think we're nearing close to the end. Here again, it's just answering a question using words, okay? That's my answer, okay? I'm just showing you what comes up over here. They change from question to question. Click next. Oh, an input-output table. Here, you're going to have to type in the number using your keyboard. You don't have that option of that calculator thing or whatever. You're going to have to use your keyboard. So I'm not looking at the answers. I'm not even sure. I know I'm not right, okay? Those are my answers. Let's see. You know, I'm not quite sure I put the right answer in. I'm going to mark that one for review. All right, let's see what happens next. Hey, I'm done. I've answered all the questions. When you finish checking your answers, click the End Test button. All right, okay. Now, you can go up here and see which ones you've marked for review. You do have to go up, okay, and you have to unmark them for review. So let's say nope, I'm totally sure, yeah, 15 is my answer. Excellent. So you have to go and you have to say unmark review, okay? We're good. Then you're going to go down here, number 2. Oh man, no, I didn't want it to be 1/4. I wanted it to be 2/4, okay? I'm just giving you an example. Whew, I feel better about that. I'm glad I caught that one, okay? Unmark it for review. You can go back up here. We did 6. Yep, yep, that's my answer. Go over here, unmark review item. Do we have one more? Yep, we had number 9. We were, oh, I didn't mean 45. Let's make it 48, okay? If we're happy with our answer, we go up here, unmark review item, okay? Now we don't have any more, where are we? We don't have any more up here that need to be reviewed. We are ready to end our test, okay? You've reached the end of the test, click yes. Boom, you're done. You've reached the end of the test, and then you can submit the test, okay? And that is pretty much it. And thank you for being so patient. I don't know if there's any time left in class today, probably not, to go onto the computers. I'm going to leave that up to the sub. I don't know how long it took to get this going. If there is 5 or 6 minutes left at the end, you can have some free time, but I'm going to leave that completely up to the sub. Thank you for being so patient, and I hope you were respectful and responsible and safe and kind to your sub. And I will see you soon. Bye.